Hi guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to show you the sign-in process of our website. But basically we have to do is that taking data from these two text fields and checking whether there are those two data in our database. So let me show you the sign-in section of our website. From there to here is the sign-in section. So what we have to do is that whenever we click the sign-in button, we're going to go to JavaScript. There's a one function in the JavaScript side is calling in there, which is the sign in function. So from there, we're going to take the email, password. I will talk about this later in the next video, and send you these three data of our text fields and send it into the backend. Send in these data to our backend. So let's go to our backend, which is sign in process. So we first have to include the connection.php file, which is our connection between database and the backend. I have shown you this about this in the previous videos. So we're gonna take the email and password and keep it in these two variables. So about this, I will just say you about this in the next video. And we're gonna validate them, which is we're gonna check whether the email tag is empty. If it is empty, it's gonna go to this if block. If the password is empty, it's gonna go to this else if block. And if those both are false, that means it's gonna come to this else block. And from the first line, what we're gonna do is that searching whether there's an email and the password in our database. And we're gonna check how many rows is in there, and we're gonna assign it to our $sign num variable, and we're gonna check whether is there one row in our database. If there is a one row in our database, that means there is a user with this email and password. And we're gonna send a echo called success, which is actually a print statement. And we're gonna take the row from our database, the user's data row, and we're gonna assign it into our $d variable. We're gonna start a session to identify a unique user, and inside that session there's a associative array. We're gonna keep this row in that $sign session array. I will tell about this if and else blocks in the next video. And if there's no users, that means we're gonna go to this else block, and we're gonna print a statement called incorrect email or password. After this whole process is done, we're gonna go to the JavaScript side. So the only two statements we have printed are echo and success. One of them should be printed. So if the printed line is success, we're gonna so from the backend we're gonna get a response. We're gonna keep it in the var response variable. So the only two print statements we have created are success or incorrect email or password. One of those two should be come into the backend as the response. So the response, if the response is success, that means we're gonna send the user to the home page. If the response is not success, we're gonna take the message ID's tag, and inside that tag we're gonna print the response. So this is the message one tag, this div. So inside this div, it's gonna print the error, which is incorrect email or password. So from the next line, we're gonna take the message to one IDs tag, which is this. We're gonna replace this whole class set as D block. You can see it in here. So which means display block. So we're gonna check it now. So this is the email and password. Let's put a wrong password. You can say it says incorrect email or password. We're gonna put a right password. It's gonna put us to the home page. So you can see that it shows the hi John, which is the user's name. We will talk about this in the later in this video series. So that's it for today's video. If you have any questions, put them into our comment section. So see you guys in the next video.